Let's start with farming. I didn't expect you, of all people, to come to Las Vegas and talk about vertical farming. Please explain.
Well, who knew that actually the agriculture sector is adopting digital in a big way? And today, Siemens and 80 Acres announced our partnership. We've made it.
What is it? What is the partnership?
80 Acres is a vertical farming outfit. Two entrepreneurs in the food industry decided there's got to be a better way to get healthy food to people and eliminate the long logistics supply chains that actually result in less nutrition. What they've discovered is that with vertical farming, they can produce 300 times the produce from a single plot of land than would be possible outdoors. And they're using Siemens technology to make that happen.
Well, I want to ask you about that technology. You know, when people hear the name Siemens, they think all kinds of things: electronics, industrial equipment, healthcare equipment. Which part of your business is it that is making this happen?
You know what? This is an all of the above. And we've actually been engaged in so many ways. It was our Siemens Financial Services that first identified the company and made the investment. Then it was our digital industries team bringing the software and hardware to help 80 Acres control their growing process. Then we discovered that they needed the help of our smart infrastructure team because the building envelope, actually, they have sustainability goals. So here's a farm that uses 97% less water than regular farming. And so it's a sustainable solution using all of Siemens. Now, I say it's all of the above because think about healthcare. Do you know food is medicine? And this is a team that is now figuring out how to engineer crops so they can deliver the nutrients we need to actually combat disease.
Barbara, it's interesting, at the end of your press release, you then push it forward to the future. You talk about the R&D arm, you talk about Siemens technology, about AI, machine learning, how that's going to optimize plants in the future. In this macro environment, how much is Siemens still willing to be committing capital to R&D, to the future, when we're so worried about the here and now?
Oh, no. Siemens has a long history of investment in R&D because we know we can't sacrifice the future. And so what we're doing with 80 Acres is, yes, partnering them on the research and development. The big issue that we're trying to work on now is how to scale. It's one thing to be able to put up a single farm, and they have done so in 7 cities around the United States. It's another thing to then make that IP available to others who might want to establish their own farms and then bring that technology into the hands of others who can make use of it.
Talk to us about, therefore, ultimately, we are a world, not just a nation, hit with inflation. We're worried about access to food, particularly when you think of European issues, particularly a war between Russia and Ukraine, the impact that's had on agriculture more broadly. How are you, as an executive, as a leader of an enormous business, thinking about the macro headwinds, about inflationary environment, about the labor market? Are you feeling positive or a little bit more worried?
Well, of course, we have to be, these are grave times, so that we have to be very realistic about the situation we're dealing with, but we also have to understand that these moments of disruption give us the best opportunity to shape the future. So what we're doing at Siemens, we are a company with technology that transforms the everyday. We're in the backbone of economies around the world. So what we're doing is working with our customers to make sure that we're helping them meet the needs of their local customers in order to help people get through this and actually thrive. I believe that what we're going to get through this disruption is some new modes, some new business models, some new ways of delivering products and services, I'll say at the edge, where we've been able to bring technology out to the rest of the world.
A purely mechanical question.
Indeed.
Are layoffs a reality for a company like you?
Not at Siemens. Right now, the situation we're in is that our backlog is huge. I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but in 2022, we had an absolutely stellar year. And so at the moment, we're working hard to meet our customers' existing requirements. In fact, I have job openings across the U.S., and so I'm hoping that people will come to our website and let us know if they're interested.
Ed, I do think, though, that overall it's an interesting point you make, asking straight on about jobs. And I'm interested, Barbara, more broadly about your clients. You said that your focus is to help clients with their own supply chain, keeping things local. Are you feeling your clients are in expansion mode or contraction mode?
Well, here in the U.S., Siemens is making expansion plans. You would have seen last year we made the commitment to build EV chargers, a million EV chargers over the next 4 years. And we have new operations going up in Texas, for instance, in addition to what we already had in South Carolina and in California. But in addition to that, we're looking forward to expanding other portions of our operations because, quite frankly, with the investment being made in the American economy right now, we see investors going big here.
On that note, can I ask you about software? You know, you made this kind of software push in the US. I want to know about the success of the accelerator. I want to know about integration with Brightly. Can you just give us a quick update on that?
Absolutely, yeah. Brightly, how fun, a North Carolina business that's been brought into our smart infrastructure business. And so they now have access to the full portfolio of customers that Siemens has across the country and around the world. So that integration is going well. We're continuing with additional software investments. We are absolutely working closely with the U.S. government because, of course, these deals get a lot of scrutiny these days. But I'm happy to say the U.S. government has been seeing Siemens as a good, responsible owner for these businesses.